What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Any Given Wednesday podcast. I'm your host, Mike, and across from me...
Did you say coast?
Did I say coast?
You said coast.
I'm your host, also your co-host, Mike, and across from me, the other coast...
Other coast, yeah. Spencer, yeah.
And we'll be covering all the news and updates for the week of March 18th, 2020. Let's get into it. Episode 4, week March 18th.
We really just tell y'all so we can remember ourselves when we're looking back at it.
We lose track of what episode we're on.
Yeah.
We're 4 episodes in. I'm already losing track.
It's not a bad thing, I guess.
Man, so there's a lot of movie news. I know y'all are probably checking in and be like, oh, we just want comic news. Well, we got movie news for you.
There is a lot of movie news coming out. Well, the coronavirus is definitely helping everybody. Not helping. It's putting that in front of everyone's mind because everything's being paused.
Yeah.
Except Wonder Woman.
Except for Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman says...
They're done with it, though. So
yeah. Wonder Woman said, no, coronavirus. You are not delaying us. And they tweeted out with her new costume saying, we'll see you in 84. Wonder Woman 84. And that's set to release in June?
Yeah, June.
It's
5th. The Golden Armor one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they released posters with it too.
Yeah, and this was Wonder Woman film. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. Her armor looks sick. I get a lot of hate because I never watched the first one, and apparently it's really good. I just never had time to check it out. So my guess is the second one's gonna be really good too.
Well, she definitely stole the show in Batman vs Superman.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Between that and Justice League, I feel like people were there to watch Gal Gadot.
Justice League number 2 was confirmed.
Ooh. Are you going to go see it?
Yeah.
Did you like Justice League number 1?
It's okay.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I got halfway through it, and I was like, I'm on the edge of, do I want to finish this or not?
Their movies always aren't that great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I tried watching Batman vs. Superman recently again, and I remembered just how much I hated Ben Affleck in that movie in general, so...
With the speaking of Batman, we've also got like a lot of new news of referring Batman. What are some like new things that have come out that you've seen?
Yeah, so first of all, Peter Sarsgaard, who is also in Green Lantern, he always plays like a scummy cameo part, like a little supporting role of some person.
Is this the one with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, exactly, from 2011.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was confirmed, it was speculated that he was going to be Harvey Dent. Because a long time ago, several months ago, DC tweeted and had like a two-face emoji, like leading more people. So they were thinking that it was going to be Harvey Dent in this movie. And there's also a lot of speculation that this particular movie is based all around The Long Halloween, which is about a 20-issue comic run from the late 90s. Anyway, so they're talking about that being the plot for this movie. And Two-Face is a big villain in that. So they're like, well, here's Peter Sarsgaard playing a politician who is a dirty politician who they're saying he's going to be Harvey Dent. Well, he confirmed that he's not. It's a brand new character being created for the movie, a DA. But all he said was that he plays a DA who doesn't tell the truth a lot or gets caught for not telling the truth a lot or something like that.
That's very Two-Face to me.
Yeah, but it's not.
I know.
I mean, his name is like Gil Salmon or something like that. That's the name. I will find it later. But anyway, there are 3 other villains in this movie. So you have Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Oh, that's gonna be so weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's gonna be so weird to see.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, and then we have Paul Dano as the Riddler. Cool. Which Catwoman's technically not a villain at this time. She's still kind of like that friend against the other foes, but not technically a friend. Like, this is pre-wedding time.
That weird side chick, but you don't know if she's on your team or not.
Yeah. In the comics, this is pre-wedding.
It's a pre-wedding.
Because this is all in London in a noir type vibe.
Nice.
And they're filming in London too. So that's, again, The Long Halloween.
Nice. Cool. That's a heavy lineup. That is a heavy lineup. And like I said, I'll be so interested to see Colin oh, geez, what's his name? All I can see him is Saturday Night Live.
Colin Farrell, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even Commissioner Gordon. So to put it into perspective for you, like, Gordon is still technically a beat cop.
Okay.
And detective. Maybe he just made detective, but in this first movie, he's not going to be commissioner.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, moving on into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we have some more movie news regarding Spider-Man. Tom Holland made the quote that he will be playing Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3, and that they will begin shooting and filming in July in Atlanta. So that's a lot of relief, I think, for a lot of fans to know that Tom Holland will be playing Spider-Man, and that they're carrying on his story. I mean, we were left with a big cliffhanger at the end of Far From Home with his identity being revealed. So I was wondering if they would go back to that, or...
So I think they're going to start with that because, they're also filming in Iceland. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. That's cool, though.
Yeah, they're going to be filming in Iceland, and I think there's speculation, and I agree with it, that he's there to get away from all that. That
would be really cool.
So that's already been confirmed. And did you see where Sony actually announced that they would re-sign the sharing deal?
No, I didn't see
with them for the fourth Spider-Man, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it until after the third one, of course. They're going to do it every time between each movie. But
they want to scare people every time.
Exactly. But they have pseudo confirmed that they will be doing that for the fourth movie too.
Oof. I am so excited. Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man so far. So more of him is cool with me. This is something that we should have hit on last week. This is maybe a little old, but it's worth mentioning in this episode. The Mandalorian did get confirmed with season 2, and that they confirmed they will be filming in, or they just finished filming, and they'll be releasing in October of 2020. So that's this fall. Be excited. I'm glad they went ahead and got all their filming done before any delays. I know coronavirus has been setting a lot of movies back and a lot of film schedules back, but it's good to know that they've already gotten their filming out of the way, and they shall be releasing in October. I'm excited about that.
That is exciting.
We'll see more Baby Yoda, and then some more explanation on the dark saber, black saber, or whatever you'd like to call it. So there's a couple comics that I know we want to talk about, and one of those is Decorum.
Yeah, so it was one of the ones that I was really excited to pick up, and I didn't realize all the news that was around it, but it's actually got a lot of very good press around it so far. And one of the ways that people describe it is that it's intellectual and ridiculous meet together in a bowl of ramen. So it's very interesting how they describe it, but basically it's a story of various assassins and then couriers and then just villains overall, and how they're all crossing paths to create the foundation for what is a 12-part series. To my knowledge, it's a 12-part, and it's got a sci-fi flair to it. It is very good. I'm not through with it yet. I'm not through reading it. I've been reading several other things this week, but I'm following it very closely, and Jonathan Hickman hasn't disappointed.
Yeah, what I've read so far, people are saying this is a fresh look on a new comic, and that can make even the critics remember why they loved reading comics.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things, one of the comments that I've seen is that it's interesting to see while reading this, it kind of scratches that itch of a person who's interested in seeing how an advanced or spacefaring civilization will develop.
Right.
Did you get that vibe? Was that kind of...
Yeah, it felt that way, but I mean, that's one of those things that's so common. I also started reading Green Lantern Part 2, or Season 2, I guess is what they're calling it. So I started reading that too, and it's the same, when you read Green Lantern, it's all about space, you know? So it's I get it, but it's also it's nothing new to me, you know?
Got you. The next one you want to talk about is Batman and the Three Jokers.
Yeah, so Batman and Three Jokers, it was rumored that it was going to come out, and rumored that it was going to come to be a thing based off the DC Rebirth, and now it's finally been confirmed. It's been confirmed that it's going to come out later this year, I believe. I don't have the date right in front of me, but it was just confirmed last week. The covers are very, very cool.
Yeah, I love the covers of these.
Yeah, and so if we're looking at a quote here, this is from Todd, I believe. Yeah, it goes back to the beginning when Batman first encountered the Joker, but it's also the Killing Joke and A Death in the Family that speaks to the book, and that they're building off of emotionally. So the Killing Joke is arguably the first, if not a second, if not first best story arc throughout all of the comics in Batman. Like if you look at the top 5, it's Long Halloween, Killing Joke, Batman Who Laughs, and like 2 other ones. I can't remember them off the top of my head. Anyway, so playing off of that is very important and going to get a lot of attention. And then the when he first encountered the Joker, obviously that's very important. And then Death in the Family is a big deal, but just that Killing Joke in the middle is gonna capture a lot of attention anyway. And so I just found the date. It will be released on Wednesday, June 17th. Now, we haven't seen any coronavirus stuff affecting the comic world, but who knows at this point the way things are going.
So is this a 3-part release, or is this going to be a weekly release? I was looking for it, but I couldn't find if it was going to be like released all at once. If it's 3 separate books, or is it weekly?
So I don't believe it's 3 separate books. I believe it's going to be multiple issues within it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's considered a number 1 when it does come out.
Awesome. So I know Batman fans are anxious to get that, and it's good to know that they finally have a release date for that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be a series. Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So that's some of the news that we found this week. We're going to jump into our comics and what's coming up. We have a couple number 1s this week, so if you're interested in starting a new series, give these titles a look. We have Outlawed number 1, Spider-Man number 1, Robin 80th, but it's the 80th. We talked about this on our last episode about the 80th anniversaries, and this one you can jump right into a Robin storyline if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually looking forward to picking that up.
Cool. We have Iron Age 2020 number 1, Starship Down, which is Dark Horse Comics. We have Dollar Comics Justice League number 1, Titans Giant number 1, and then Marvel's Avengers Captain America number 1.
Spider-Woman number 1.
Spider-Woman. What did I say?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I was like,
big Spider-Man fan.
I was like, what are you talking about?
And that's going to be part of my pick this week. We didn't find any first appearances this week, so no new characters, no new faces.
There are in the indies stuff.
In the indies, yeah. No main characters are being revealed as far as DC Marvel is concerned. I'll jump into my picks of the weeks. Spider-Woman, there I go again. Spider-Woman number 1 is on my pick of the week. And there's 2 covers that I was very interested in. Of course, I'm an Alex Ross fanboy, and he's doing 2 exclusive covers, but his art exclusive variant number 2 is pretty cool because it has Spider-Man on it.
So that'll be in the thumbnail, right?
Yes. Yeah, we'll put that in the thumbnail and a link down in the description. Another pick that I have is Outlawed. And this one's pretty cool. In the wake of a devastating tragedy, the United States passed a law that will shake Marvel Universe to its core. The world has had enough of teen heroes, so now these teen heroes are outlawed. And on the cover, you got Miles Morales and Ironheart. And there's a couple different variants that are pretty cool. One has Captain Spider-Man, and I might be trying to look and see if I can find that one. And those are the 2 picks of the week.
I actually had that on my list as well.
The Outlawed?
Outlawed. It's not there, but it's not on my list to be talking about here, but it is something I'm going to pick up.
Nice.
Yeah. So my list is Batman number 91. I don't know who reads Designer. You're setting up something for us to be able to talk to the people who listen to this eventually. For us, I don't want to spoil anything because I don't know the status of it, but when we get to that place where we can communicate, I'm interested to see what they read, right? So Batman number 91, we're going to continue with where we left out with 90 we finally know who the designer is and we can learn about what's going on. I was talking about this. I think the designer could have their own origin story simply because of how mythical they make him out to be. So I think give it a year, 2 years, and you'll see like the designer number 1.
He's going to have his own strain, his own comic
especially based off the way Catwoman describes him, obviously because Batman's talking to Catwoman through it. I don't know if you read it, but it's interesting. It's a lot of foreshadowing for what could come from it in the future. I do have Robin, the 80th anniversary, number 1. I want to get as many covers as I can. I don't have any specific ones that are like do or die.
Just all of them.
Yeah, I just want to get as many covers as I can. I have Starship Down, which is Dark Horse Comics. That's a number 1, 2, I believe.
Yep.
And it just looks interesting to me because it has a very dark look to it, but also it looks like they've spent some good time in the artwork, which typically when most of the time when there's really good art, the stories are very good as well. So I've also got Deadpool number 4. I have not read the first ones, but they look interesting. And
I love the cover of this one.
Have you seen the variant cover with Gwen Stacy?
No. Oh yes, he's dressed up with the wig and everything.
He's dressed up like her, and they're like,
love
no, and it's like no Yugo change. Talking about because they're wearing the same thing.
Oh my goodness, the other variant cover is sick too.
Yeah, but it's kind of like he has to fight. You know, when he fought all the monsters, he became king of the monsters.
Yeah.
So now he's fighting again. Should he lose, does that mean he's no longer king? So it's kind of like this big culmination of things. Also, the cover art is cool, but it's just hopping into another part of that universe. I do have Justice League number 43 here, specifically for the cover number 2. The variant cover is very, very nice. It appears to be a Virgin cover too.
Nice.
Virgin variant, which is cool. I don't have a lot of those, only a few.
I wonder if we'll be able to find any this week when we go for a haul.
It doesn't appear to be a big deal, quite honestly. Like it's high on the pull list for everybody, but Batman's always going to be high on the pull list. Like if we're looking at pull lists for the most part, where we look for our list, it's as they have over 8,000 pulling Batman 91, and there's only 2,000 pulling Justice League. Yeah, you know. So that said, I'm going to add Batman to my pull. Typically, I try and risk it, but I actually want this, and I don't want to have to buy it off the freaking Facebook black market again. So we'll see. I saw somebody selling that same cover or the variant cover for $90 for $75. I think I told you about it.
$75.
Yeah, it's going on eBay for like 7 or 8. So it's like, you're crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. I did pick up a lot more Batman this week. Picked up all the way back to the beginning of City of Bane.
Nice. I know you were going on a journey to try and backtrack a little bit.
I was able to get all variant covers. I got 14 issues. I was able to get all variant covers.
Sweet.
It's very, very satisfying.
That's a successful week.
I'd been looking for. We talked about Comic-Con being canceled last week, Emerald City Comic-Con, and we didn't talk about this, but they did end up doing a virtual Comic-Con. So they did it
like a live stream.
Yeah, it was the same, like certain dates, certain times, and they introduced a lot of things via that, including the Funko Pops. And I went looking for some of them just to see if I could find one. Mm-hmm. I didn't particularly want any of them, just to see how quickly our shops get things. None of our shops have them. No. Yeah, there is a Walmart exclusive Dwight Schrute though as Recyclops.
Recyclops, that's awesome.
And through the coronavirus, no one can save us, or if anyone can save us, Recyclops.
It's Recyclops.
Yeah, so I went looking for them several times. I have not seen them anywhere.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Just know to be on the lookout. It's at Walmart.
Yeah, look out for the Dwight Schrute Recyclops. Yeah, you got a good pick.
I want to find it and get it. They do have a Thanos with the hand chopped off.
Ooh, that would actually be really cool.
It's dropped beside him.
We should get that for the set.
Yeah, it's got a little peg where you can put it on him if you want to, or take it off. But it's just sitting beside him, and he's bigger. The box is actually bigger. It's like it's a normal pop. It's like a custom size for Thanos. Wow, because he's just a bigger being.
He's thick.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's jump in for the comic releases of this week. Again, this is for March 18th, 2020. If you're watching the video, make sure to check us out on Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud. We're all over the place now.
Subscribe, leave us a comment.
And if you're listening on audio, go check us out on YouTube. But we're going to jump into this week's releases. From Marvel, we have X-Force number 9, Fantastic Four number 20, Excalibur number 9, Captain America number 20, Star Wars number 4, Captain Marvel number 16, Guardians of the Galaxy number 3, Runaways number 31, Valkyrie, Jane Foster number 9, Conan the Barbarian number 14, Deadpool number 4, Ghost Spider number 8, The Amazing Mary Jane number 6, Outlawed number 1, Spider-Woman number 1, Marvel's X number 3. That was another one that was on my list. I finally figured out what was going on with that series. We kind of had a mix up with the Marvels series that I was, or Marvel. Yeah, I guess I'm still confused on it. Morbius number 5, Arrow number 9, Atlantis Attacks number 3, 2020 Machine Man number 2, Iron Age 2020 number 1, Marvel's Avengers Captain America number 1, True Believers Empire Galactus number 1, and then True Believers Empire Swordsman number 1.
Let me take DC.
Yeah, you want to take the DC releases for this week?
Okay. We got Batman number 91, Nightwing number 70, Justice League number 43, Aquaman number 58, Teen Titans number 40, Deceased Unkillables number 2, Year of the Villain Hell Arisen number 4, Superman's Pal Jimmy Olsen number 9, Plunge number 2, The Low Woods number 4, Robin 80th Anniversary 100-page Super Spectacular number 1, He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse number 5, Dollar Comics JLA number 1, Dollar Comics Justice League number 1, Titans Giant number 1.
All right, for the independent comics this week, the top 20 pulled, we have Spawn number 306 by Image Comics. We have Undiscovered Country number 5 by Image Comics. We have Something is Killing the Children number 6 by Boom Studios. We have Middle West number 16 by Image Comics. Ascender number 10 by Image Comics. We have Lumberjanes number 72 by Boom Studios. We have Firefly number 15 by Boom Studios. Lucifer number 18 by Vertigo Comics. Family Tree number 5 by Image Comics. And then we have Die 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 number 9 by Image Comics. And Invader Zim number 50 by Oni Press. I'll have to look that up. Oni Press. Then we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4. I think that's a crossover. I may try and jump into that one. And that's by Boom Studios. And then the last one, we have Star Wars Adventures number 31 by IDW Publishing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this week for the releases of March 18th, 2020. Make sure you check back and check back later this week for our haul video where we go to a comic book store and you get to check out what we pulled. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, YouTube, anywhere. Go check us out. Thank you for joining.
Wednesday is a React Radio production. All contents are filmed and edited in the React studio. For past episodes, as well as our sister shows, check out reactradionc.com. Thanks for listening.